Hello everyone and welcome to episode 4 of 9 in 9 with Southampton. Today we take on bitter rivals Portsmouth at St Mary's in a huge local derby. We've got the end of the transfer window to discuss. We were very busy towards the end of the window and we've got a few results to take a look at since we've last been together. Don't forget, if you enjoy this content, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to click that notification bell to know when a new video goes up on the channel. And also don't forget to leave me a comment if you've got anything to say. Signings, I hear you say. Let's have a look at them. So we were very busy towards the end of the window with incomings and outgoings. The big outgoings first of all. So Fekino Torres has joined Nottingham Forest for £13.5 million. Kyle Walker-Peters has joined Everton for £12.5 million. And Sean Longstaff has joined Watford for £2.8 million. Now, we're going to go through the loan signings and we'll take a closer look at the permanent deals in a second. So, Tommy Doyle has come in from Manchester City. Fantastic midfield player. Love him to bits. Tyler Adams, for those who have seen my Leipzig series from FM22, another good addition, a versatility player who can play anywhere across the back and in midfield. Rodrigo Muniz has come in. We'll talk about that in more detail when we talk about Dominic Solanke shortly. Fiso Kobe has joined us from Real Madrid. James Garner has come in from Manchester United on loan. Romeo Schmidt has joined us from Arsenal on loan. And Razvan Sava has joined us from Torino on loan. We needed another goalkeeper after Alex McCarthy's departure. So let's take a look at the permanent transfers. And we start with a returning Saint in Wesley Huth. He has joined us from Arsenal for £12.75 million. We needed another central defender after the departure of Craig Dawson, and he fitted the bill very nicely indeed. We travelled across the pond to bring in Brian Rodriguez. He has joined us from LAFC for £12 million, eventually rising to 14. Three-star player, lots of pace, lots of acceleration about him, has already had an impact in the side, a small one. But at 23, he's only going to get better, and we're looking forward to seeing what he can do for the rest of the season. A player that I admire very much has also joined the club, and that is Todd Cantwell. He has joined us from Watford for £11.5 million. Good player, this kid. Really like him. I've wanted to sign him a few times, and have done a few times down the years. Looking forward to seeing what he can do with Southampton. And the last permanent transfer is Matteo Lovato. He has joined us from Atalanta for £2.6 million. A young defender, but a young defender that is going to improve. And it's all about setting them up for the Premier League when they eventually get there. If we eventually get there, and he will do the job. Now, those results we've had since we were last together, and after the win over Coventry last time around, we saw off Birmingham in the FA Cup. Dominic Solanke and Stuart Armstrong with the goals. We had an absolute belter after that against Crystal Palace. Dominic Solanke with a hat-trick, but an injury. He's out for another 3 weeks, hence why we went out and bought another striker in Muniz, only on loan from Fulham. It doesn't do too much damage for us, but yeah, an absolute cracker with Crystal Palace, that one. But we showed we didn't need Dominic Solanke against Derby County. Stuart Armstrong, Podence, Promise and Holding with the goals. Devante Cole with the reply for Derby. We had a good 1-1 draw with Bournemouth as well. Cordoba with the goal for them. Podence with the equaliser. We had a good win over Barnsley as well. Todd Cantwell with the goal either side of half-time, giving us the win. A much-changed side saw off Exeter City in the 4th round of the FA Cup. Doyle, Armstrong and Livramento with the goals. And we had a good win over Wigan. Despite being down to 10 men, Thierry Small sent off on 58 minutes. Tommy Doyle and Quincy Promise with the goals. So our reward for beating Exeter is to take on Leicester City in the 5th round of the FA Cup. Potential giant killing there. As you can see, in the Championship, we have had a very good run. We are unbeaten since the turn of the year. And we have moved ourselves up to just outside the playoffs. Fantastic. Absolutely superb to bring that gap down in that short amount of time with 14 games left in the season, it has to be said. Ipswich are top of the table still. They look like they're going to make an unexpected return to the Premier League. Bournemouth, not so much. They're in second place at the moment. Crystal Palace and Watford are close behind them, though, as are West Ham. That fight for the top 2 automatic places is very much on between those 5. And then the race for essentially, at the moment, the final playoff place is getting very tasty as well. So Stoke are in the driving seat at the moment with 54. There's us on 53, level on points with Preston, but in front of them on goal difference. Blackburn have got 52, Reading have got 50, Barnsley have got 49. Swansea still in the race on 43, but they've got a lot of work to do from there. And that completes the top half of the table. Down at the bottom, where we find today's opponents, Portsmouth, needing points for very different reasons from us. Birmingham are bottom, though, on 21. Portsmouth have got 22. Wigan have got 23, and there's a massive gap to Luton on 31, and QPR, they also have 31. Cardiff on 33. Middlesbrough 34, Derby 35, Coventry safe in mid-table on 37, Bristol City have got 38, 40 for Hull, 42 for Huddersfield. So, it is 7th against 23rd today. We have the opportunity to have a very good result against a local rival, but it is a derby. Anything can happen on Derby Day. Let's take a look at the teams. So here are the 2 starting lineups for this one. We start with Forster in goal, Dyer, Holding, Hooch, Williams, Lewis, Doyle, Ward-Prowse, Cantwell, Podence, with Promise leading the line. Portsmouth start with Hen in goal, Freeman, Raggett, Ogilvie, LaRousse, Norburn, Morel, Sussman, Bell, Chukwuemeka, with Curtis and potentially James Collins leading the line. So a chance to potentially bang another nail in Portsmouth's coffin and send them back to League One. We are looking to go in the opposite direction. We've been superb since Christmas. Can we keep it going? Without Dominic Solanke, the lads have done very, very well. And they've all put a shift in. Even the new players, some of them have done really well to start. Others have made a contribution, but not quite as much. We've bolstered out the squad massively since I took over, and that's very nice for me. I do like a big squad. Goalkeeper sends it down the field. Collins trying to win the header. No, Holding wins it in the air. Of course he does. Shouldn't have doubted him. Williams down the right-hand side. Trying to get away from Ronan Curtis. Williams gets the ball over, looking for Promise. Promise heads towards goal, but it's safe by the keeper. Lewis on to Podence. Back into Lewis again. Goes back to Hoot. Doyle coming deep to pick up the ball. Headed forward. Chukwuemeka kicks it up again. Put a tackle in someone. Morel tries to find Chukwuemeka. He's inside the penalty area, but he has put it wide of the post. Ooh, should have scored. Southampton corner. Who's going to take it? James Ward-Prowse. Of course he is. Corner into the penalty area. Anyone going to get their head on it? No, it's headed away at the far post. Podence will pick it up though. And look to try and keep the pressure on. Try and get it over if you can, Daniel. Finds Lewis. He might get it over. Back to Podence again. Still very tight in the corner there, but they've got it out towards Williams. Williams on the volley! There we go. 1-0 Southampton. Neco Williams with the goal. Lovely stuff. 17.5 minutes on the clock. Missed interception inside the penalty area. We do well to keep it alive, though, in this left-hand corner. Lewis with the ball towards the centre. Towards Williams, it has to be said, as he rifles it in the bottom corner. 1-0 Southampton. Did he pick him out, or did he just put the ball in the box? Let me know in the comments. Moves us into the playoffs as it stands. Long way to go. Again with the goal kick. Sending it down the field. Rob Holding going to win the header? Yes, he does. Of course he does. Playing bingo with that, shouldn't we? Cantwell down the right-hand side. Taking on the defender. Sending the ball into the area. Headed away by Ogilvie. Picked up by Williams. Morel will pick it up. Keep the pressure on him. That's it. Although they have got out, but Dyer deals with that pretty easily. Holding across into Hoyt. Ward-Prowse. Sending it for Podence. Lovely expansive football. Can he find a ball into the area? Finds Lewis. He's delivered one assist. Podence going into Ward-Prowse over the bar. Williams with the throw. Towards Cantwell. Takes on his man. Going to get a ball over. Todd Cantwell. He will towards the back post, but it's Lewis who's going to pick it up, not Podence. Lewis back into the centre, headed away. And Williams will pick it up. We are battering them at the moment. Need this second goal. Ward-Prowse looking for Dyer. Eric Dyer's made a lung-busting run forward, and it's hit the corner flag and stayed in. Brilliant. Williams across the front of goal, and it's cleared by Portsmouth, and you know your luck is in. Ward-Prowse is picking it up, though. We've still got the ball. Podence goes back into Lewis. Will he shoot? He will, but it's blocked by the defender. Good thing it did. Might have taken the goalie's head off. Or the net, one or the other. Podence going wide for Cantwell. Sweeping forward, looking for a second goal. Todd Cantwell gets it across. Promise is not there. Raggett beats him to it. Doyle into Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse unleashes one. It goes wide. Oh, Doyle into Promise. Trying to get away. Oh, the free kick. Raggett. Is he going to go for that? Don't think he's going to go for that. Surely he has. He sent him off. That didn't look that bad a challenge, to be fair. That's harsh on Sean Raggett, I think. And it kind of stifles the game now because they've only got 10 men, Portsmouth. They're going to have to see out the rest of the game with it. Ball comes in, Holding heads over the bar. Going to get the ball into the centre again. Going to find James Ward-Prowse. Goes to the edge of the box. Doyle has got a shot on him if he can get an angle. Williams trying to get away from the defender. Ronan Curtis has brought him down. Penalty. It's all unravelling pretty quickly for Portsmouth here. Quincy Promise is going to take it. And a chance for 2-0 before half-time. The 32,000 inside St Mary's are going to be loving this. As Quincy Promise is saved by the keeper, though. Chance just before half-time. Podence plays it into Lewis. Goes into Ward-Prowse. Goes back towards Holding. And Portsmouth have essentially 10 men behind the ball. 9 men behind the ball at the moment. Williams trying to get away. Gets the ball across. Willie will. Ward-Prowse blocked on the line. Over the bar. It's only a matter of time before number 2 goes in, I think. But we might have to wait till the second half to see it, unless we can score from the corner. Ward-Prowse with the ball into the box. It's headed away. Holding will pick it up, though. Sends it to Shoot. Shoot! Somebody, anybody. Ward-Prowse will have a go. Again with the save. Podence picks it up on the far side. The referee is still allowing play to continue. It goes back into Lewis, and that is half-time. Southampton 1, Portsmouth 0. Been absolutely battered of Portsmouth. They're down to 10 men. Surely it's only a matter of time before number 2 goes in. We're going to move on to positive. See if we can take advantage of the numerical advantage we have gained. Coming down the field into Doyle. Looking for Podence. This is where we start to come alive. Lewis has got plenty of space down that left-hand side. Can he find a ball across the front of the goal? He can. Quincy Promise sticks his leg out. 2-0. That makes up for the penalty miss. And we have scored just after half-time. That's his 10th goal of the season, and that probably Portsmouth beaten. But it's now a question of by how many will they get beaten. Lovely ball. Lewis, lovely ball into no man's land across the front of goal. Promise sticking his leg out. Tapping it into the net for 2-0. Todd Cantwell is going to need to come off. He has picked up an injury. Fair enough. Let us get Adam Oyunis onto the field. Fraser Forster may as well grab a magazine. Ward-Prowse with a free kick. Is he going to put it in the net? No, it's hit the wall. Are we going to deal with the second ball? It's come straight back out of him. Come on, James. Have a crack, son. Goots. Keeping the ball. Ooh, almost got through. Ward-Prowse does find Podence the second time. Can he find a ball across? Oyunis, turn on it. Plays it into Williams. Very elaborate trying to score a goal here. And it's saved by the keeper in the end. Almost too many options. John Marquis is on the field for Portsmouth. Morell with the free kick towards the centre. Forster has something to do. Rolled it out to Dyer straight away. Plays on to Williams. We look to hit him on the counter. Doyle. They are flooding back. Are they going to get back quickly enough? It's a poor ball over the top. Oyunis will pick it up though. Looking for Promise again. Ogilvie with a good touch. We should see Portsmouth out of danger. But they've given the ball straight back to us. They're not trying to play through midfield. Ward-Prowse into Podence. Going wide for Oyunis. 2 in the centre. Promise is one of them. Heads over the bar. Into Oyunis. Doyle once more. Dyer. Into Holding. We can probably afford to take a centre back off at this point, can't we? We probably won't. Williams with the ball on the right hand side. Plays it into Doyle. Oyunis. Goes to the edge of the box. Ward-Prowse. Dyer. Back into Williams. He's going to send it over. Potentially. So we go back towards Doyle. He finds Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse with the shot. It's blocked behind again. Doyle. Into Williams. Goes for the shot from the angle. Ogilvie heads it away. There are lots of Portsmouth players inside their box at the moment. They are defending very, very well. Get some fresh legs on, shall we? 25 minutes to play. Quincy Promise is going to come off. It's going to be Rodrigo Munez to come on. And James Ward-Prowse is going to have a rest as well. Schmidt is going to come on for him. I think we can afford to do that. Yeah, with the ball. Going to try and send it down the field. Anybody going to win the header? Rob Holding wins the header. Of course he does. Munez going wide for Ionis. Trying to get away from the fullback. Can he find a ball into the centre? Oh, it's not behind. Imagine if Dominic Solanke was fit today. He'd probably have about 7 by now. I'm bigging him up far too much, but he's a great player. Ionis with the corner into the centre. Holding heads towards goal. There is a goal for Rob Holding. 6th goal of the season for him. And a corner kick routine has worked for us. And that is 3. We've still got 20 odd minutes to play. Will we add some more? Having to go short because we are putting a lot of pressure on that back 4 at the minute. Civic goes back to his goalkeeper, who has to send it long. Who's going to win it? Rob Holding wins it in the air. There we go. Schmidt with the ball to Ionis. Back into Williams. Back to Ionis again. Can he find the ball over into the centre? He'll find Tommy Doyle on the angle. It's blocked. Schmidt heads it down for Lewis. Have a crack, Jamal. Might as well. He does try and find the ball over, but it's out for a corner. And Portsmouth are just about hanging in there at the minute. All down the field. Dyer collects it. Lays it into Doyle. Onto Ionis. Ball across the other side to Lewis. Back into Schmidt. Through to Podence. Podence! Good save from the keeper. He has kept them in it. He's kept the score down as well, to be fair to the goalkeeper. Into the final few minutes we go. Game over. It has been for a while. The red card kind of spoiled things in the first half. I didn't think it was a red card myself, but there we are. Let me know in the comments what you thought. Collins going into Curtis. Looking for a potential consolation goal for Portsmouth. As Ronan Curtis is in behind the back 3 here. Chance to score, but Fraser Forster with the save. Hasn't had much to do, but when he has been called upon, he has done it. And into the final few seconds we go. Southampton comfortable today. It's been a good performance. Obviously, as I said, the red card has helped us massively, but I think we were going to win anyway, to be honest. Podence with the ball into Lewis. Finds Huth. We are just playing out the time. Who's going to get the final touch of the football? It's Ogilvie that's going to head it forward, and that is it. Full time, Southampton 3, Portsmouth 0. Job done against the local rivals. As I say, it wasn't much of a contest once Sean Raggett had gone off. You could argue it wasn't much of a contest before then either. Let's take a look at the league table and see where we are. So that result moves us into the playoffs. The promised land. Can we look at automatic promotion? I don't think we're going to, personally. I think it's going to be the playoffs or nothing for us. But we've had some good results around us today. You just see Birmingham have won. I nearly fell off my chair. Bournemouth have only picked up a point. Crystal Palace have won. So there's 3 teams now on 66 at the top. West Ham won last night. Watford have won as well. But it's the teams around us. The Blackburn didn't win. Stoke didn't win. Neither did Preston. Neither did Reading. So it's been a very, very good day for us. Let's see where we're going to come back in next time. So what we will do, we'll take on Luton, we'll take on Stoke, we'll take on Middlesbrough, we'll take on Leicester, and we'll take on Bristol City. We will come back for the live game against Reading at the Majeski Stadium, or the Select Car Leasing Stadium, as it's now known. But that is a very, very good win for us. Unbeaten since the turn of the year. That defeat by Watford was a kick in the pants that we needed at that time, frankly. And we are on an absolute roll. We were helped today by Sean Raggett and his red card. But as I said, I thought we were going to win anyway. We were absolutely battering them in the first half to that point anyway. The second half, they defended a lot deeper. We found some space. We scored 2 goals. We could have had more and probably should have done, to be fair. But we will come back next time for that game with Reading. We will see where we are in the table as we enter the playoff picture. And it's been a very, very good run. Let's see if we can keep it going. Don't forget, if you enjoyed today's video, to please leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to leave me a comment if you've got anything to say on today's video. And I will see you next time for Reading. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.